Hello friends, this is Ganesh. Hope the things are going good. And today I'm going to explain an issue which very commonly happening when you start learning CDS views with multiple key fields. Especially you want to access the entity method. It's not entity set, entity method. So you want to access the entity method with the help of key field values. Okay. So the issue is invalid key predicate. So I will explain why this is coming and what are how to resolve this. Very simply, how to pass a value to the key fields. Okay, sometimes there, if there is any additional space, also trigger this kind of issue. Okay, so let's get into the slide first. So this is the issue normally which you have seen once you execute your gateway service URI, and then it might become with 500 error code, and it says the request URI contains an invalid key predicate. So the reason behind is either there could be some space, or there could be the key field, whatever you design. At the design time, you might have two key fields, but you are passing the value only for the one key field, then you'll get this kind of error. Okay, so that's what we are going to see today. And the reason behind is that all the key fields are not filled with the values. Means while calling the entity method, you're not passing values for all the key fields. So in simple example, suppose in a design you have one key field, then the URI it look like this. So you have the long URI, SAP, OData, BP and everything, and then entity set, then you have to pass a value like this. Field name, whatever name you have given over here, field one equal to value. So here there is a space, so forget about it, just for a design I made it, but normally we won't give any space. So here without the same thing, you have to give field one equal to value. Value can be, if it is a numeric field, then without single quotes. If it is a character level declaration here, then you have to pass the value within single quotes. Okay, and another way is, either way is possible. If it is only one key field, then you can pass a value entity set of just a value of the particular field. Okay, so this is a way you have to pass a value to the key field when you're using the URI. And if it is a multiple field, so more than one field, how I can pass a value? So like the same thing with the separated by comma. Entity set field one equal to what's the value, and field two equal to what is the value. So this is very simple way to achieve, at least to avoid this invalid key predicate issue. Another scenario, sometimes we have to understand our source of uh, the source of data is going to be from the CDS. So we are generating a SEJW project by importing a CDS view. We are not designing it, by importing a CDS view. Okay. For an example, I have a CDS view. This CDS view has one input parameter and one key parameter. Okay. So once you import, so this you are not able to change it. Once you import to the SEGW project, it creates this field p underscore mtar is the parameter as well as your key field. So consider both are a key field in SEGW project. I will show you in the system. Once you import the CDS view, you have two key fields. This you cannot edit in the SEGW level. OData level, you are not able to edit. So considering this, OData has two key fields, not only one. Okay, even if you see the metadata after you generate the project, if you see the metadata, you can able to see the considering these two are considered as a key field in the OData level, the metadata level. So if it is a two fields, then obviously you have to pass a value for both the fields. Okay, so this way you are able to avoid this invalid key predicate issue. Okay, anything else? Okay, so this is the example. So entity set and P underscore MATR equal to ABC and MATNR equal to M1. So this is a way you have to pass a value for this OData server URI or service, then automatically it will get the data from your CDS view. Okay, that's all about just an introduction. So let's how we'll replicate the issue as well as we'll give the solution for that in the system level. Okay, let me create CGW. Let me create a simple project with one key field. Let's see how it works. ZGI invalid key. Local object. So here I'm going to have an entity type. Right click, create. UR entity set. So go to properties and create properties whatever you want. So first I'm going to create with one key field, then come and have another one. Um, I can say order number is a key field. String. Based on this, you have to decide whether it's a single quotes or without any quotes. Okay. EBELN. And to create one more item. So now I'm not going to make item as a key field. So let it be. This is going to be 5, and then this is EVELP, and the last one is material. So for this, considering it has only one key field, so I need to pass only one value. And after you change to more than one, and they have to generate it, then you have to consider this URI has two key fields. Okay, so you need to pass a value for item as well after you change. So these are simple steps. I'm not going to add or I'm not going to redefine anything with the entity method. So if the issue comes related to the entity method, yes, we'll do it. But those are very simple for you. Everything is done and you have runtime artifacts. It's fine. Now go to maintenance service, transaction, and add your service. And currently I'm having only one system, so this I'm going to use a gateway service. This is not a gateway server. So go to in the same system, I'm going to register my service. Add service, and the system aligns as local, and okay, it get everything, but I want only ZGI star. Invalid key scenario, this one, and local objects. I'm trying to register my service. So it should give a message, my metadata loaded successfully. Yes, it's created and loaded successfully. Fine. Go back and try to find your servers for execution. Filter CGI star. Here it is, invalid key. And select it. You have the system alias local. Just click gateway client and see the metadata to identify what are the fields or considering a key field here. So add URI option. Here go to metadata and execute. Just come a little down and you're able to see. So the key field is only order number. So on it's case sensitive. So if you have to give the same way, otherwise you'll get an error. So now let me copy this. Go here, go to entity set. And this entity has only one field, so I can give the value directly and execute. Okay, so now the get entity not implemented, that's fine. So it's accepting the URI. Okay, suppose I'm giving order number equal effect execute, yeah, giving the same message. And if it is any spelling mistake over here, and you will get a message differently. It shows invalid key name in key predicate, expected name is order number. So at least you will get this message, expected name, meaning so something is wrong in the field name. Okay, then execute, you'll get a different message. So get entity not implemented, get entity, because I'm trying to call with the key field value. Obviously it will trigger only the get entity method, not entity set. Hope those are very basic, you might have already. So now what I have to do is, at least to avoid the error, go here, go to DPC exit. I just hard coded it just to avoid. At least I want to show you in the green message. Go here, method, inherited methods, and redefine this. So once it is done, the parameter ER entity, which carries the data back to the UI, so that parameter to be filled with some values, right? ER entity, it has three values like order number, item, and material. So those are here. Evalent, because this is the field I have used in the abab field. So evalent some values. METNR is equal to M1. Activate, okay, 1 second. So always you activate from the top like class level. That is always best. So keep this as in display mode and right click, because this is just created, right? So right click and activate. Yeah, all the three, that's fine. Activate it. And sometimes make sure the current screen or current object or method wherever you are, sometimes it is showing inactive. So make sure this is also active to avoid any error. Yes, active. So now, so go here and execute. It's 200, and a little bit down, you're able to see the values 123011 also. So now what I'm going to do is, this is the way to give the values for a single key. I'm going to make item also one more key. Let's see how it give a value for that. Okay, go back. So here, go to the properties, and I'm going to make item also one of the key field. Okay, sometimes in display mode, so use this option to change or this, and then enable the key field and regenerate it. Excuse me. Once it is done, go and see the metadata. So now I want to see the metadata of this URI. Go here and use metadata, then execute. expecting those two also considered as a key field. Yes, order number and item. Sometimes what happens, this URI is executing from the cache, from the cookie. So if it is not working, better you clear the cache or just close and come back and use it. Okay, that's simple. So I'm trying to add two key fields, expecting it should work perfectly. Let's see. So here order number, if it is more than one, you have to mention the key field, comma, item. Make sure no spelling mistake. Execute F8. Yep, it works. Okay, the same value comes. So if I take out the second key field and expecting the same error, invalid key, and execute. Yes, it shows the request URI contains an invalid key predicate. So to replicate the scenario, how the invalid key predicate issue was coming, and now you know how to pass the value if the design has more than one key field. So now I'm going to show you the CDS view, and I'm going to export it, and I'll show the design. Then we'll see how the key field as well as the parameter all considered as a key field in the SEGW design. Okay. So this is my CDS view. It has very simple. It has one key field and sorry, one parameter and one key field. So I'm going to include this as an import parameter in my auditor design SEGW project. Okay, let's do that. So here let's create. No, 1 second. Okay, so here I'm going to do a create a project CGI invalid key probably from CDS as source local object. So now right click and reference data source. So my data is YJI key, right? YJI underscore key F4. So I didn't use any annotations for this. So this will come automatically. Once your series is active, you're able to include in your auditor. So next, it will show you the key Z key stored parameter and everything. Okay, then finish. It has a parameter. That's what it shows here. It's done. So now, if you see the design, how it got imported. Okay, so CDS entity exposure and entity types, and this is the one key type. So go here and see the properties of the fields. So it's enable MATNR and MTART. MATNR is a key which I have given as a key field, but P underscore MTART is a parameter. So it's considered both as a key field. So I'm trying to edit, but you're not able to do it. Okay, still I'm in change mode. I'm not able to edit because this is imported from the serious way. Okay, so activate it, generate your project. So remaining are simple. Activate your servers, include your servers, and you have to pass a value for both the values, both the key fields. So I don't want to waste your time. So let me register this auditor service, and in the meantime, I pass the recording, and then I'll come to the URI for execution. Okay. Now is done. Okay. Let me register this service and come back. So this is service I got registered, invalid key CDS, and go to gateway. Obviously, first you have to see the metadata to identify which fields are considered as a key field. Anyway, we have seen in the design level, but still, just make sure in the metadata level how the things are happening and execute. So MTART and MATNR are considered as the key fields. So these two. Okay. So now pass a value for both the fields. Entity set. Again, the entity method is not implemented. So if we are getting that issue, at least we are good enough. We just crossed the key field issue. So P underscore MTART, like ABC, comma MATNR equals 1, 2, 3. Okay. So then execute. Okay. I'm finding a different issue, but the reason behind is the entity is not returning any value. Okay, because the source of my SCGW project is OData servers, sorry, CDS view, and it's giving a different, it's determining a different issue. So resource not found for segment key type because it's not filled anything. Okay, we define the entity method of my project. So go here and then hard coded it. So I want to get rid of that particular error message. So for that reason, I'm going to redefine mine. So just execute and here come to method. So get entity, right click, redefine it. The same hard coded value. I'm going to pass it here, maybe different fields. I think MATNR and then NDGW. Then the export parameter is ER, ENTITY. So these are you already know, or you just go and see in the signature of this method. You come to know what is the import parameter or export parameter. All the informations. M1 and then ER entity NDGW equal to 12. Okay. Save it and go to display mode. And activate from the top level. Right click, activate. So now go to SCGW, sorry, URI. I believe it's activated. It is activated. So now go here and execute. Yes, now it's 200 and giving the value whatever I have entered. So this is the way you have to pass a value to the key field. So points to be noted is if the source is CDS view, make sure what are the fields are considered as a key field. Then based on that, you have to give the information or you have to pass a value to the entity method, not for entity set. Okay. So I hope this might be useful and you might understand when this invalid key predicate issue generates and what is the reason. Okay, just go through this. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Thank you so much for your time and see you in the next video. Bye.